example like this. You need to learn a language. For example, now I need to learn German, right? So, to learn German, what I need to do is, I have to know the new words, right? I have to know the words in German. So,
Sorry.
There are some words which you have to use frequently. For example, if you say, for mother we say Mutter, for father we say Vater. These two words we never forget. We never forget. The reason is, those words are being used repeatedly, right? Being used repeatedly means you remember again and again those words, right? And we never forget the term for food, essen. We never forget. Why? We always familiar with it. We have to do it, and we have to remember it. At least to go to somebody and ask, please give me some food. Right? We have to remember the word. So, remembering means we keep something in our minds and think of it repeatedly. So, the words which you think of repeatedly are easily kept in your mind. The words which are not familiar, which are not being used frequently, are forgotten away, right? So, we forget easily the words which we do not repeat. Okay? The same thing, the same method we can connect about this question also. When you think of something, the power of it is being increased. It is easily remembered. When you do not think of something, the power of it is being decreased. Right? So, suppose a mother has two children, a son and a daughter. Mother loves very much to his son. She doesn't love that much to her daughter. So, mother thinks always of the son, but she very rarely thinks of the daughter. Okay? Then what happens is, when even a small injury happens to the son, it makes a big pain in mother's heart. When even a big injury happens to the daughter, sometimes, not in every time, sometimes it makes no such a pain in the mother's heart. So, here I took only an example. So, this is not an example for mother's love, right? Because mothers are always loving to all the children, right? There is no debate. But anyway, for example, if she loves the son than her daughter, what happens is, when even a simple bad thing happens to the son, the pain is too much, when the same thing happens to the daughter, the pain is not that much. Like that, when we think of something and when we always remember that thing, that is always being with us. You think that now you have learned several languages. German, your mother tongue, English, and some learn French, some learn Spanish, and some other languages. But can you use all these languages as easily as you use your mother tongue? You can never do it. Because your mother tongue is being used always. In the similar way, when you remember the good deeds done by you and when you try to forget the bad deeds done by you, the power of the good deeds is being increased. Because you are with it always. But when you do repeatedly the bad things, then what happens is, it comes again and again into your mind. Right? Then it is a usual activity of your life. For example, somebody kills the beings every day. So it's a work in his life which is done every day. Right? So it's like a flow. It's a flow. It's like a stream. It goes repeatedly without stopping. Then, if he collects something bad in his mind as a karma because of this killing, definitely he remembers it at the time of his death. So, the answer for your question: can somebody prevent him from being remembered that bad thing? Sons and daughters, can they do? No. And a supermighty being, invisible being, can he or she, whatever, that power, can give an idea to forget all the things and to remember only the good things? Can't do. Therefore, that power of the bad activity comes up and it leads to be born in a bad realm. That is a natural thing. Right? So, yes.
What about a dying person who already lost consciousness?
Very good question. Yeah. Consciousness. Consciousness doesn't mean that he or she has lost his or her ability of thinking. Consciousness is another thing. The ability of thinking is another thing. So, there are 6 doors from which we get the ideas. Right? First door is our eyes. Second door is our ears. Third door is our nose. Right? Fourth door is our tongue or our mouth. Fifth door is our whole body or skin, whatever. Right? So, by ear we see